Killer 2. And just to let you guys know, I think we're officially past the point in the visual novel where where I know anything about. Because I pretty much dropped the game, or I stopped the playthrough I was doing that I was not recording, at probably around this point, I believe, if I remember correctly. So everything from this point on is going to be pretty much new to me, because I have not spoiled myself as to what happens later in the Hisui route. So this is going to be pretty new, as new for me as it is for probably most of you watching this. So just to let you guys know, I know next to nothing about what we're getting into here. So let's that being said, let's jump right in. I gasp for air. It's morning now. This is my room. Up until now I've been here, just like this, and I should have been sleeping. My forehead is hurting. Dream. I had a terrible dream. A dream where I killed someone. A dream where I ejaculated over and over as I killed. Yep, that happens when he killed Arkwade too. I guess Roa likes jerking it over the people he kills. That's so weird. Like, that's a weird image. Like, he kills somebody and then he just jerks off over them or something, like some weird snuff film. Like hot. My throat is burning. My body feels like lead, and my hands, the feeling of breaking someone's neck still lingers on my hands. That can't be. That can't be. That was a dream. Unmistakably a dream. But are dreams really that vivid? I remember it so vividly. The street in the dead of night. The feeling of snapping someone's neck. The stickiness of blood gurgling down my throat. The face of the woman so cruelly killed. But it's merely a dream. Since I'm here, it had to have been a dream. But the problem is, I'm dreaming that I am having fun killing people. You and I are the same, Shiki-kun. Before my eyes, the world starts spinning. Someone who can't resist the pleasure from killing. And that crazy speed. Excuse me, Hisui says as she enters the room. Good morning. It seems that you have already awakened, Shiki-sama. Morning, Hisui. The world stopped spinning. As soon as Hisui spoke, the whirlpool I was trapped in disappeared like an illusion. Yep, so it seems like Shiki's losing his mind in this route, too. I mean, I think in pretty much all the far side routes, he starts going crazy. The near side route, I guess you could say in the CL route he does, too. Mostly because he feels more connected to the killer in those routes. Or in every route except for the Arkwade route, he experiences everything the killer experiences. Well, no, he does in the Arkwade route too, but I think in the other routes it's just more pronounced. Like, he seems to be seeing more of what the killer sees. So I guess that makes sense why he would go more insane in the other routes. Shiki-sama. What is it, Hisui? How are you feeling this morning? You are not saying anything. Sorry, I was just staring at you. I understand, I have to go to school. I'll go to the sitting room right away, so wait for me there. Shiki-sama, if you are not feeling well, please do not push yourself. Your health is more important than school. No way, Hisui. I can't skip school. It's nothing, really. So don't spoil me like that. Well, hey, you're a rich kid. You're supposed to be spoiled. All rich kids are pretty spoiled. No, please rest. I will tell Akiya-sama, so please rest. Hisui is unusually persistent. Does my face look that haggard? Hisui, you worry too much. It really is nothing at all, so don't worry about it. I'll just wash my face, so please wait for me in the sitting room. Getting out of bed, I walk past Hisui, who seems like she wants to say more. Leaving the room, it is a little painful seeing Hisui watch me with such uneasiness in her eyes. Oh, she's finally starting to show something besides, some sort of emotion at least, or something besides her monotone, robotic nature. I look in the mirror in the bathroom. I don't look like I'm sick. Why is Hisui worrying so much? I splash cold water onto my face. Just thinking about the dream I had last night makes me want to puke and not go to school. But if I stay home from school because of that, that will just be like confirming something, which makes me feel uneasy. Akiya and Kawaku-san are in the sitting room, and Hisui is standing nearby. As usual, I'm the last one to enter the room. Late as usual, I see. Ah, good morning, Shiki-san. No way! It isn't even 6:30 yet! Kawaku-san looks towards me with a soft smile while Akiha gets up from the sofa and gapes at me in surprise. It doesn't, like... It looks more like she's horrified every time she makes an expression like that. Like she just saw you kill somebody in front of her. Like that's how she... Like, you would think if she was surprised she wouldn't make an expression like that. Because she just looks more like, you know, like you just pretty much murdered somebody right in front of her. Then, you know, oh my god, you're here early. I'm so shocked by that. You know, it would seem like a trivial thing. But just judging by the way she looks, it just looks like you did something horrible. Like, you did something that she can't comprehend. I guess maybe that's the point, is it's exaggerated. Good morning, Kawaku-san. Oh, and Akiha too. What do you mean, Akiha too? Well, Akiha too means Akiha too. Akiha number 2. That should be enough for someone who's so surprised to see me get up early when you tell me to get up early every day. Shots fired. Shit. I see. Nissan, you wake up early for once and now you triumphantly walk around with your head held high. Head held high? Akiha. Head. Neck. Neck? I remember the sensations from my dream and I feel like vomiting. I guess that was the head was a trigger word for Shiki. Sorry, Kawaku-san. I don't mean to be a bother, but could you get me something cold to drink before I eat? Not at all. Would you like soda or fruit juice? I'll have a soda, please. In the morning? Coming right up. Kawaku-san disappears towards the kitchen. Nissan, you're not arguing back. Are you feeling alright? Jeez, you and even Hisui, what do you think I am? I just woke up early and my throat is dry. There isn't anything wrong with me. Trying to resist the urge to vomit, I shout back. I'm sorry, Nissan, but there was obviously something wrong, and I want to help. No, that's not it. The fact that you're worried about me makes me really happy. I just had a really bad nightmare last night. My mind is elsewhere, that's all. I'm sorry, Akiha. I'm the one who should apologize. I sit down on the sofa. I know that something's wrong with me, but I can't do anything about it. Nissan, is there something bothering you? If it's something to do with this mansion, please tell me and I'm sure I can be of help. No, it isn't that I'm not used to living here. That's right. Maybe if I ask her indirectly, it might help me feel better. I decide to... Oh, shit. Well, we are in uncharted territory at this point. Talk with her about it. Don't talk with her about it. I don't know. Maybe we should talk to her about it. Maybe that's the right choice. But not talking with her about it would be, like, I don't know. I feel like we would just be prolonging, or just kind of making things worse if we don't talk to her. But if we talk to her, you know, she does know about the vampire situation and her being a vampire, and, you know, you being, well, I guess, no, she's not really a vampire, but, you know, the whole thing with the Tono house. So maybe we should talk with her about it, because she would probably know, especially judging from what we saw from the Akiha route. She would probably know about this sort of thing. So I guess talking with her about it would probably be the best choice. I decided that it's better to do it than not. Besides, I keep on thinking for the worst since I'm keeping this to myself. Well, then let me ask you a question. If someone does things they know they shouldn't do, would that be a result of stress? I don't know if I'd say that was a result of stress, Shiki. Doing something they know they shouldn't do? Is it a recurring problem or just an accident? Well, it's more like an accident. It seems that the person really isn't that conscious. So you mean they're doing things while unconscious, so they can't stop themselves from doing it? That's right, they can't stop. They can't even get themselves to think about stopping. In that case, it sounds like a personality inversion. Personality inversion? You mean their personality gets reversed? Yes. For whatever reason, something triggers a change in the person in their entire moral spectrum. Their whole attitude gets reversed. It may be termed a disease of the mind. Don't you remember, Nissan? Father was usually a very kind person, but sometimes he would just turn cold as ice. The old man was? Come to think of it, Tono Makihisa was extremely kind one day and extremely strict the next. I don't remember that well. Do you remember Hisui? I look at Hisui, who is standing by the wall, and... I take it she does. It looks like Hisui is trying to contain herself and can't hear my voice.
Akiya-sama, please don't talk about any of that. Makihisa-sama was just a little manic depressive, that's all.
Kawaku-san says this as she brings a silver tray with a glass on it.
You shouldn't say bad things about those who have departed. And besides, Makihisa-sama is your father, too. I know. I don't need you to tell me that.
Akiya joins Hisui in silence.
Here you go, Shiki-san. Thanks for waiting. Kawaku-san puts...
Maybe I shouldn't edit that part out. I was just like about to read the narration part in Kohaku's voice. That'd be hilarious.
Shiki-san killed people tonight. He ejaculated over their corpses.
Kohaku-san puts the glass of lemon squash onto the table. Ew. Thanks. Using a straw, I let the cool drink fill my body. Lemon squash. The rest of the time, Akiya and Hisui never open their mouths. The only cheerful one in the sitting room is Kawaku-san. Oh, she's always cheerful. I don't understand why everyone became so depressed, but the old man is definitely connected to it. Please be careful on your way, Shiki-sama. I'll be going. Hisui? Yes, what is it, Shiki-sama? When we were talking earlier about my old man, you were deathly quiet. Not just you, but Akiha as well. Did something happen to the old man in the 8 years I was gone? You and Akiha were both acting strange earlier. Hisui doesn't answer. I see. Well, I won't force you to answer. If you ever feel like it, we can talk about it. No, this is not something that concerns you, Shiki-sama. Shiki-sama, if you are going to live in this mansion, please do not ever mention Makihisa-sama again. Well, that just makes everything more suspicious. After Hisui's eyes flash for a brief instant, she heads back to the mansion. Like, now I want to know what the hell happened. You know, whenever you tell somebody, oh, you should not ask about this anymore, that only piques their curiosity. Like, that doesn't help in trying to dissuade people from investigating any further into it. It's lunchtime. As usual, Arihiko is skipping school. That's kind of weird we haven't seen Arihiko at all in this route. Like, we saw him in the beginning, but now we haven't really seen him much at all. I really hope he doesn't die in this route, because I really liked Arihiko. I'll go eat at the cafeteria. If I eat by myself, I'll just end up being depressed. If I eat in the cafeteria full of people, it should help me get my mind off things. Also, not to mention, where is Ciel? Like, Ciel's not anywhere to be seen either. Well, I mean, like, she was in the Akiya route, but neither Arihiko nor Ciel are in this route. I don't know, that makes me think that maybe they either disappear somehow or they die, and I hope neither of those are true. As expected, the cafeteria is packed. After waiting in a long line, I buy the tried and true meal set A and walk to a table. Meal set A. That's just what we call it. It does not have a official name because it's probably just slop, like prison food. The students' voices are pretty loud, so I'm able to concentrate on just eating my meal. I use my fork and eat in silence, and then, for a moment, I see a terrible image. Is it the television screen? I gape at the large television mounted on the wall at the end of the cafeteria. At my school, they record the morning news and replay it at lunch. I just stare dumbfounded at the news broadcast that is several hours late. No way. I watched the news in amazed horror. Shown in the television is the alley that I saw last night in my dream. The newscaster is talking. On the screen, the words "Vampire Serial Killer's 9th Victim" appears in bloody lettering. After that, the face of the victim appears. The woman with the long hair. She was definitely the one I killed in my dream. Suddenly, I start to feel faint. How come? That was a dream. It had to be a dream. But in reality, the same person as in my dream, in the same place as my dream, is killed in the same way as my dream. The vampire should be gone already. I killed Yumizuka with my own hands. Those killings, they shouldn't be happening anymore. I killed? Yes, I killed. Just like the time I killed Yumizuka. While breathing hard last night, that woman I've never met. Didn't I tell you, Shiki-kun? It's useless to resist it. Ugh! Quashing the urge to throw up my lunch, I stagger out of my seat. I can't go back to class, so I somehow find myself running into town. Hey, that anemia is going to make you collapse. I come to the place I saw in my dream. There are several policemen around the area. The tape-reading police line "Do Not Cross" is stretched across the alley. Exactly the same. Without a doubt, this is the place I went to in my dream. No, that's not a dream. I can't delude myself into thinking it is a dream any longer. Even if I stay here longer, the cops will only stare at me. I can't go back to school now. I guess I'll go back to the mansion. Bad idea. Since it's not even 2 o'clock yet, Hisui isn't waiting in the lobby. I can say I got lucky. I don't feel like seeing anyone right now. Somehow he was able to sneak up to his room. Giving a deep breath, I collapse onto my bed. I just don't understand any of this at all. I have dreams where I kill people. In reality, the same killing has happened. I'm living today like living a normal life. I was taking delight in killing people in my dreams. Just which one? Which one is the real Tonoshiki? Do you really have to ask? That voice again. Come on, let's continue, Shiki. That voice that echoes inside my head. My voice. Night comes every day. For sure we'll find the one we want someday, right? Shut up! I leap out of bed. I breathe wildly. Just now, I was lusting after Akiha. Oh, great. Incest is in this route, too. Perfect. I feel like I'm going to vomit. I don't ever think about these things normally, but when I try to sleep, these weird thoughts pop into my head. It's almost as if there's someone else inside my brain. Come to think of it, Akiha said something like that earlier. That was about my old man would have extreme personality shifts. It sounds almost like me right now. Of course, like father, like son. It might even be hereditary. My old man's room. I think they still keep it like before. Oh no. Well, curiosity killed the cat. Man is too curious for his own good. Therefore, he awakens ancient horrors. But, anyways, we're gonna go to Makihisa's room. My old man's room is just like it always was. Nearly all the rows of books are educational reports, and nothing catches my attention. What I want right now is my old man's journal or notes. The old man was extremely methodical. There certainly has to be something like that lying around here somewhere. Of course, they're not just lying about where anyone can see them. Maybe they're locked away somewhere. I should probably look in these dark drawers first. Using a letter opener lying on the desk, I cut the line of the drawer lock. Inside, there appears to be some old documents bundled together in what seems to be a journal. First, I'll look at the old documents. This is my family tree. Definitely. Right after Tono Makihisa is written Tonoshiki and Tono Akiha. Huh? My old man adopted a son 10 years ago. But he passed away shortly thereafter. 10 years ago. That would be when I was just in elementary school. That long ago. It's only natural I wouldn't remember. But the heads of the household had pretty short lifespans. My old man died before he was 50, and before 30 in an accident. Wow, before that, 18 years of age. Suicide? No, wait a second. No matter how you look at it, this is strange. Looking through the family tree, all members of the Tono household have died strangely. Madness, accidents, murder, disappearances, stillbirth. Not one of them lived a long life or even died peacefully. What? This entire document is filled with horrible fates. Even worse, most of the causes of death are madness. Most of them ended up taking their own lives. That's strange. It's just strange. But I can't exactly tell what's strange about it. Next is my old man's journal. I pick up the journal, which has a relatively new binding. Thump. My heart starts to pound. My heart seems to understand that I shouldn't be opening this, but I can't turn back now. Swallowing hard, I open my old man's journal. Just like opening the Necronomicon. There's a demon lurking inside the Tono bloodline. The opening statement is those lines. And it isn't just a simple metaphor. The ancestors of the Tono were a mixed breed of something non-human and human. We, being their descendants, also have this element of something non-human in our blood. In regards to our blood, there are those with strong and those with weak non-human blood. Those with weak non-human blood can live their lives as ordinary people, but those with strong non-human blood can never live a normal life. Those with strong Tono blood are born with special powers. It could be a body that is resistant to death, and it could be an ability to move things without touching them, or it could be things used to take bodily fluids from other people. Come on, just say it's a vampire, and the other thing was talking about like telekinesis or something. This blood. And I guess the first one was immortality, so obviously you're related to the Highlander. When this blood becomes too strong, the members of the Tono house start to gradually lose their sanity. And the majority of the members of the Tono house that lose their sanity become demons that feed on human flesh. So, the head of the Tono household carries the responsibility of punishing those who have turned into such monsters. It's messed up. My old man, what was he trying to say? Writing so seriously about something that's more like a fairy tale. The journal turns more into the old man's rant. The date is roughly 9 years ago. The handwriting starts to get erratic. I'm no longer able to suppress my raging blood. I was able to obtain an orphan from a family of synchronizers, so this should help me strengthen my mind. However, it really is only a matter of time before I go insane. Synchronizers? What the hell is that? It is terrifying. When I come to, I find that I can't even remember half of the day. During that time, I'm forcing my inversion impulse on that child. If this keeps up, it is only a matter of time before I completely lose my sanity and turn into a beast. I don't even know how much time I have left to remain as myself. No, if that child is here, then I can probably last for a few more years. But that child will not be able to bear that. After that child breaks, I will have to take my own life. But until then, I must protect my children. Akiha's blood is weak. Unless she wishes it herself, she does not have to suffer the same fate. The real problem is Shiki. That child is incredibly close to me. More than anything, I do not want that child to suffer my fate. If the Tono blood is unnatural, I need to distance him as much as possible from the Tono name and see how he will fare. I finished reading in a state of horror and amazement. The contents of my old man's journal are so far away from reality that it's outright bizarre. My old man didn't just have manic depression, rather he just became violent without his knowing. Just like Tonoshiki right now. No, that's wrong. That old man isn't like me, I'm like him. Fearing that, he sent me from the mansion. But now I've returned, and my sleeping blood has awoken. Nonsense, all of this. I try to laugh, but find myself unable to laugh it off. The Tono blood is mixed with the blood of something non-human. Those of the Tono blood have special powers. I can't laugh it off. Supernatural power. I've been carrying that for 8 years. Being unable to perceive the death of things, my unnatural eyes. I feel like vomiting. I can't stay standing up. Hurry. I must hurry back to my room and sleep. It feels like there is something wrong with my head. Yeah, but if you sleep, then you're gonna see those nightmares again, Shiki. Shiki-sama, you have returned already? I can hear a voice that sounds like Hisui. Shiki-sama, please excuse me. Don't come in, Hisui. I've become a monster. I've become a demon. Hisui enters my room. Please forgive me. I did not realize that you had returned, so I was unable to greet you at the door. Don't worry about it. I came early on my own. Oh, that can be taken out of context so easily. Hisui, can you leave me alone? I just don't feel like talking to anyone. Shiki-sama, are you feeling sick? I don't know. I don't understand it myself. Hisui looks at me with worried eyes. Damn it, what was I doing? Hisui is worrying about me. There's no reason to take it out on her. Sorry, I just feel a bit bad. I want to sleep until dinner. Is there some medicine I can take? Headache medicine would be the best. Yes, I will go get some. But she's actually trying to feed you poison! Thank you for waiting. Please drink this. Thank you as always, and sorry. I take the water and powdered medicine that Hisui brought me. For some reason, there are 2 kinds of medicine. Huh? 2? What are they? Yes, I told my sister that you were not feeling well, and she gave me some medicine she had prescribed from your doctor. This one is to help you sleep. This contains benzodiazepine, which is known for being able to produce a relaxed sleep. I trust Kohaku-san, but she doesn't have to tell Hisui all this in-depth knowledge. Wow, does Kohaku-san plan on becoming a licensed pharmacist? Saying that, I drink the medicine. I drink the water to gulp down my medicine. Apparently, it works fast. I feel sleepy already. Why is Hisui looking at us like that? I'm going to sleep. Please wake me when it's dinner time. I understand. Well then, excuse me. Hisui leaves. My consciousness starts to fade. I'll sleep just a little bit. It's still bright outside. Because it's during the day, I shouldn't see any of those horrible dreams. That is actually a good point. He doesn't really hunt during the daytime. Please excuse me. Good night, Shiki-sama. With a bow, Hisui exits the room. I yawn heavily. I'm still just a little sleepy. Kawaku-san's medicine was pretty strong, so I spent most of dinner in a daze. It's only about 9 o'clock. I took a nap already, so it's a little early to be sleeping. At 10 o'clock, the lights in the mansion are turned off. Well, what should I do? I say this calmly, but I really have no idea what I should do. Just what are the dreams that I keep seeing? Am I just like my father, who does things unconsciously? And did I really kill anyone? No, there's something not right about this interpretation. If I left the mansion and walked the streets, Kawaku-san and Hisui would definitely notice something. I can't explain the fact that I wake up in my bed clean when there's so much blood splatter on me. There's only one way to know for sure. Yes, if I want to prove everything. Oh, no. No, 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 no. None of these are really any good. They could only lead to bad things. Go to the nighttime city, or don't sleep and wait until morning. Well, I don't know. We haven't really had the option not to sleep. So maybe not sleeping would actually be helpful, but we wouldn't be tired as hell. So, I'm actually not too sure about this. Well, curiosity has been the main theme of this. So go to the nighttime city. We have to find out what this is all about. I'll walk around the night-shrouded town and find the serial killer. Then I can prove that my dreams were just dreams. Because if I find the killer, then all the incidents must be the work of that killer. Alright, for safety's sake, I put my knife in my pocket and start my investigation. Somehow he was able to sneak out of the mansion yet again. I go out into the night-shrouded town. There isn't exactly a way to search for the serial killer. The only thing I can do is wander the streets and look for anything suspicious, or I use myself as a decoy to bring out the killer. After what happened with Yumizuka, maybe I've become numb to danger. Since the serial killer is just a human, I can roam the streets without any nervousness. How do you know for sure he's a human though, Shiki? I wander around aimlessly. The time is about 11 at night. I don't see anything suspicious. The clock has now gone past midnight. And to no avail. Oh! Hey, look, it's the apartment that Arquade stays in. Are we actually going to find her in this route, or... well, probably not. There's no use coming here. Damn it. I don't see anyone that looks like the killer. I'm starting to get really annoyed. Why can't I find anyone like that? That's not the person. That's not the person. That's not the person. Unable to stand it, I put my hand in my pocket, gripping the knife. That's not the person. 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 Huh? For a brief instant, I see the face of a man with bloodshot eyes. It's nothing. It is merely my reflection off of the show window. How stupid. Gripping my knife, breathing out of control, unconsciously acting exactly like the killer in my dreams. No. I don't want to do those kinds of things. Damn it. What am I doing? Seriously, what am I doing? If I didn't recognize my face like that, I would really take anyone and tell myself it is the killer and would have killed anyone. I start to run. I can't stay here. I won't find out anything this way. There's something wrong with me. Took you just now to find that out? I breathe heavily. I reach my room as if running away, and I collapse onto my bed. Duh! In the end, I didn't solve anything. I start to get sleepy. All I can do is try to sleep deeply so that I won't dream at all. Good luck with that. Going to dream anyway. There we go. I feel like I'm being watched. With bloodshot eyes, I look at the people walking down the streets. Maybe it's because of that time. Maybe it's because of the time. Compared to last night, there's hardly anyone around. Someone is watching me. I can't find what I'm looking for. Again, tonight, I can't find the person I'm looking for. I'm starting to get annoyed. I pant heavily. I should change my spot. I'm going to stop looking in town. I go from roof to roof and end up somewhere crowded. Looking from the roof of the highest house, I scan the streets. Don't look! There. I see a person walking alone. A woman. This time, there can be no mistake. It'll be great if it's Akiha. What if it's Arquade? Or CL? I'm pretty sure CL is watching us right now, too. Don't look at me! No, it really doesn't matter. Once more. I want to taste that wonderful sensation. Oh! I kill her from behind, taking care not to damage her body. Holding her long hair, I drag Akiha's body. And it's probably not Akiha. Biting into Akiha's neck, I suck her blood. Boring. This is nowhere near as exciting as last night. If her hair is this short, it's not Akiha at all. Boring! I start to get pissed off. Even though I slice the body into pieces, I'm still mad. Imposter. This imposter pisses me off. Stop watching me! I've used up extra energy. Soon, dawn will arrive. Once it becomes morning, Shiki will awaken. I'm tired tonight. I'll start again tomorrow. Yeah, that'll do. That's what I'll do. That's what you do every night. Now then, before the morning comes, before anyone realizes, I must go back to school. Oh, that's a huge hint right there. He's hiding out at school.